how he might work in that Pete Carroll pass.
Yeah, it's all figuring out what he does well,
Right.
and that's kind of what this time of the year is for, to figure out what he does well, because all the stuff shows up on college tape,
Yeah.
but it's got to translate to this level. So far he's done a great job. It's all a learning curve. I think he's
Sure.
learning stuff every day, but it's a lot of a learning curve for us too. What he does well, and how can we use him right away, and then what things do we need to build on for the future, so when it comes week 8, 9, 10, his game's still going this way as opposed to plateauing. So, it's all a process. Like I said, I do think he's got some skills that we need to make sure that we maximize. And they show up in every offense, particularly Pete's in the past. So, a lot of building blocks to go from here.
What's the biggest thing that you see as a learning curve for younger players when they come in to get up to NFL speed?
Yeah, it's getting off of press coverage.
Okay.
Because a lot of those guys don't see that in college
Sure.
anymore. So, the field's so spread, the rules are so different. You got to be able to beat man coverage to win in this league. It's a matchup league, and so these guys are learning that. Completely different than what they're used to,
Sure.
which is great. Tommy's a quarterback, so his transition's been that way, and then Jack's been in a couple different systems, but nothing like this. So it's pretty cool to watch him learn. And, Dante, same thing. He's learning too. So.
I'm looking at just the energy that Pete Carroll brings to this team. I've talked to the players about it. What has it been like for the coaches working alongside Pete Carroll?
Yeah, he's everything that you've always heard, and then some, and it's amazing for someone his age to be able to move around and do all the things that he's doing. It makes you have no choice but to be excited and enthusiastic about it. His competition, aspect of everything, and that shows up in everything. So that stuff is real. Like I said, you always kind of think it's exaggerated until you're in it, and then you realize that they weren't exaggerating. That's real. It's every day, and it's pretty cool. So it's great to be around for sure.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about the versatility of your wide receiver group and how this system plays to their strengths?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out right now what that versatility is, who can do what, and what kind of role they can put forth in our offense. I think right now, Dante, we know what kind of role he has. We just got to build on it, with his ability to take the top off. We're still figuring out what Jack's role will be. And as far as, how's he going to work? Is he inside, outside, both? Those kind of things all work together. And then Tommy, it's a complete different learning curve because he's coming from a different position. So just trying to figure out how to put them in the best position to be successful.